So we are where?
We're at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. We're gonna meet Angy Abreu. She's the founder of Dominican Writers Association.
All right. Tell me, what are you excited to talk to her about?
I'm just excited to meet her and to have you meet her. She is an amazing person, and I love her work in Dominican Writers.
Let's go. Chín. Angy.
Hey guys, how are you?
How are you?
Hi. In essence, and I'm gonna say in Spanish, is enaltecer nuestra literatura y escritura dominicana, pero desde la diaspora, right? Our generation, folks like Ramon,
Right.
my generation that reads and writes and moves, lives their lives completely in English,
Right.
but we're hyphenated in Spanish, right?
Yep.
So that's the mission, for you to know who those writers are, what the Dominican literature is, and for you to read it.
Right. Since you started, what started it? What was your motivation?
My motivation was being in college and feeling invalidated by a college professor who questioned my Dominican nuance that I wrote in a short story. And that sparked something in me and made me research who were the Dominican writers out there who were writing like me, who were writing our story, our traditions, right? And when I went into Google, I found Julia Alvarez and Angie Cruz and Juno Diaz, and I devoured those books. And that's when I finally felt that I was represented.
What was the most surprising or unexpected project that Dominican Writers has worked on?
Look, the most surprising project that we've worked on was Border of Lights with Julia Alvarez. And for those people who don't know what Border of Lights is, it's a celebration or a commemoration of the Parsley Massacre that is done in DR on the border of Haiti and DR every year, right? And there was a year that Julia Alvarez and the Border of Lights organization reached out to me because they wanted us to program the series of conversations that were going to take place around Border of Lights. So to have Julia Alvarez and her board members reach out to me and say, hey, Angy, can you do this for us? I didn't know she knew who we were.
Wow, that's
right? So to have someone like her, to me, is like having the president say, hey, you over there, I've been watching you.
Right.
You know, so for me, nothing tops that, right? But I still get awestruck when I meet the authors that I'm reading and the authors that I love. You know, for me to be in conversation with Angie Cruz, and people like Levis Natera and Elizabeth Acevedo, to me, that's just like everything, you know? It's almost like you picking your favorite book and having those characters be with you all the time.
Just come out the book.
Right? Yes, come out the book. And as a book nerd and as, hardcore reader, for me, that is everything.
Wow.
Now it involves into publishing our writers to continue propelling them into the literary canon. We prepare them, we give them the resources and the tools to publish traditionally or self-publish. We also have children's reading programs, to also teach our kids, our younger Dominican kids, about our literature, right? Because we have a bunch of Dominican authors that publish picture books. And I didn't read those picture books when I was a kid, so I buy them now for myself to feed my inner child, right? And we do so many other things. We've hosted the first Dominican Writers Conference in City College in 2019. For the past 3 years, we've also been hosting a writers retreat in Puerto Plata, Cabarete, teaching our writers that there's a possibility for you to be part of the Dominican literary canon, and also teaching our audience who you should be reading as Dominicans. A lot of us have lost our language, right? Many of our parents, in order to assimilate and acculturate here, they didn't teach us Spanish. I came here when there were still bilingual classes in school, so I was able to enroll in bilingual classes and teach and learn it. But for example, my son, some people might say he's a yo no sabo kid, but he'll speak English and Spanish if you force him. Yeah. But, he's still Dominican. bridging the gap between the older generation writers and the younger generation writers, because we have so much to learn from the older generation, but for some reason, they feel like we don't want to learn. And it's mainly because their spaces are predominantly in Spanish and ours is in English. So they feel like there's a disconnection in language. Like somebody's not gonna understand, somebody's not gonna be able to translate, but it's art, right? Writing is a creative art. There's no way to confuse that. If you are an artist and you consider yourself an artist, you'll be able to translate what that art means to you.
Yeah, and we need that bridge, right? Like you grow up here in the Heights or in the Bronx, and it's like you have no idea of these authors because we're getting taught Shakespeare, we're getting taught the Western canon. You don't get taught Julia Alvarez or Angy Cruz, and so like we need someone to connect us to the older Dominican generation and then the contemporary generation that's happening.
Yes, I agree.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for all the work you do.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
La madrina,
Thank you.
can you do un ching for me?
Yes.